No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Beat reviews. Yes, sir, Gary. Rub some gas to this.
Cleopatra on your lips. Nothing less can keep you from this.
It's too soulful, y'all.
Your ballet when your lips touch mine, yeah. I'm behooved by your blues. Cocoa in my soul. You are my urban fairy tale. Let me, me. I'm excited by your life. Let me,
Love her voice.
Can you stay with me forever? Need you in my life. Me, I'm moved by your love. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Never cared about anyone, especially me. You've never been a good soul to no one, especially me.
Yeah, I'm coming in heavy today. Hope y'all ready. This is Let Me In by Moody Man and Andreas. And that's Sky Covington on the lyrics. We about to start this show. I hope y'all feeling good today. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in early on the countdown. We're gonna start that intro, let y'all know. Hey. The sequence. What is up? What is up? You already know the vibes. Happy Sunday, everyone. DJ Av here, kicking it. You know, your favorite old guy. Live show. I know a lot of people are like, man, why are you doing them every Sunday? Well, I wanted to make sure. Thanks for the sub. Kiki Wonder. I'm trying to kick it back. You know, I work a lot. I work extremely hard. This is my job. This is my career, rather, to be more accurate about it. And I take this very seriously, you know. And when you do a lot of work, you do need time off. That's one thing I realized, because it got to a point to where I was dropping videos every single day, and I've been going extremely hard this year, because unlike the years in the past, things have been a whole lot better. And you know, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but you know, economics has been effed up for everybody this year. So I want to make sure that I let people know that, you know, I do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in like y'all do every Sunday or whatnot. And that's the main thing that I like to focus on there as we listen to the smooth sounds of Mint Plus. I do apologize. You see that it says no song playing. And within this current update of OBS, they removed Tuna. which is the one, which is a plugin that allows you to have the music displaying while you're doing your live stream. And for some godforsaken reason, they chose to not support it anymore. And I'm probably gonna roll back my OBS software so that we still get that. The new features in any OBS after the last couple have been, man. Like, as long as OBS works, I'm able to screen record. It's fantastic. And they also knocked out my Stream Deck controls too, which I don't get. Why would they do that? Yeah, so what I do is I give shout outs to people, you know, and see what's going on. I do see that it is 70 degrees and it is cloudy outside here on this wonderful Sunday in ATL, Georgia. Leaning for you. Bulldog and hoes like the Georgetown Hoyas. Only real hip hop heads would know what that comes from, what that hip hop quote is from. Especially if you are from the southeastern region, you should know that. 70 degrees is cold, absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and give shout outs to people that are here, early gang. Melikinesis, what's good, brother? Dr. Indy, what's going on? Green Finger, what's good? A Major Keys, what's going on? The Real Brother, what is good? Genesis, what's good? Tyrone Sellers, what is going on? Appreciate you. And Monte Fliss, what's going on? I think I already said Gritty Films, but either way, what's going on? DJ Shami, Shimi. I always say your name wrong. I do apologize, and I appreciate your support too, as well as being a member of the channel. If you want to be a member of this channel, you have to be. You have to join on the desktop and not on the mobile phone. It won't allow you to do so. And if you want, being a member does entail you having instant access to our private Discords. And yeah, you don't want to miss out on that, especially if you want to be a part of the beat reviews and have priority and stuff like that. 808 was good. Angel, what's going on? Hoodie Man Spook, what's good? So, you know, that's all that entails here. We have about 41 concurrent people watching right now. 16 likes are greatly appreciated. All that support does matter, as it does help the numbers a little bit. And these live streams are empowered by you guys because they don't get monetized. Outside of, you know, the members and, you know, donations, that's the only way that a brother gets paid from these. So if they ever do anything beyond 2K views or whatever, which is the average, which is cool, that means that there'll be ongoing, that video will be paid for because I mean, it's difficult because when you do these type of shows or whatnot, YouTube does not push them because they see copyright claims and all this other stuff, and you know how it is on YouTube. If you don't, that's why I'm explaining it. But yeah, I know it's about 15 minutes in the show, but really it's just like about five minutes or so because I did the countdown, and I like doing that. I try to do this show around like 2 p.m. Every other Sunday now, again, because these shows are a wee bit difficult to run. And you know, I kind of gauged the score from 1 through 10. I know people don't necessarily like that or whatnot, but dude, as long as you get anything over a 5, then you're pretty much good, you know. And you know, it's not about egos; it is about helping people to become better at what they do. You know, because I could sell y'all wolf tickets and say, man, that shit is fire, and then once you meet up with somebody, and then you know, they'll tell you anything. This industry in itself, or just people in themselves, have an issue with telling the truth and giving people the feedback that is necessary for them to become the people that they want to be. Some people just don't want any feedback altogether. They just want their horn tooted. And dude, I can tell you that's a catastrophe in its own, because it doesn't warrant you to get better at anything when someone just tells you you're great and Drake will rap on your shit, when truthfully speaking, Drake can rap on anybody's shit. And, you know, it is what it is from there. But yeah, you know, I'm going to go and check out things on both the, let me see, on both the Discord and here. If you want to send stuff, of course, you can send it to the Lord Thurs. It says send music to beatreviewstreams@gmail.com. If you are a member, you already should know where you can send your stuff to. I have a whole dedicated channel to where you can send your music reviews. I see that people have dropped some stuff in here. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'll just go from there, you know. 140 St. Clair J was good. Who's this joint right here? I can't remember. Oh, this is Mint Plus. This is Mint Plus on the beat. But yeah, so, you know, if you want to send music, you can always send your music into beatreviewstream.com if you don't want to be a member or anything like that. I do recommend that you check out the description box if you want to find out more information, because some people just don't want to read the description, and then when stuff gets misconstrued, then they get upset when I don't play their stuff. But I digress. I don't get mad at that anymore. I just continue to do me. So I'm gonna check out DJ. I see people have sent some stuff in, and I'm gonna check out the DJ Shami right now. So let's go ahead and mute this music here. It's pretty low, so I don't think people can hear it, but yeah. All right, so coming to the stage. Oh yeah, I had to do this. All right. Oh, there we go. Coming to the stage. Let's get it. That was DJ Shimmy. Put how you say your name correctly in the chat so I can get it right. I don't think there's nothing really wrong with your mix, honestly. There are some things that I would look at. I mean, with it playing low like this right now, you can clearly see that, you know, a lot of the elements were spread out in the sound field. So this is like your stereo field right here. It didn't sound bad in mono though. It's just that you could tell that a lot of the sound field wasn't as balanced as it could be, and that's just probably the nature of the sounds that you used. And you know, in that instance, it could be better, but you know, that comes with identifying. The tool that we have in front of us right now is Insight, and this is one of my favorite tools by Isotope. It tells you a whole lot. It tells you a whole lot about, you know, what you're doing well and what you're not doing well in your mix. And, you know, you have things like your levels, your spectrum, and your spectrogram. And you can tell just by me talking what is going on, so you can see that how mighty the mids are. And there's not much peaking in that sense, but that's how you would kind of just read into that. If you have a clear or non-clear mix, and it comes with time. You know, it just comes with time when you're using stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's right, because I don't have relay. I'm probably gonna put relay on in OBS so that I can get some intelligent.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
so we can get some intelligent stuff going on. We can use the AI to our highest peak. But yeah, but yeah, not bad, man, not bad. I mean, for what it is, I would say work on balancing out the sound field just a little bit. Like chemistry, yeah, Kimmy. Ah, see, big brain moment there, you know. Shout out to CMP. But yeah. So what we got here, Marco Polo. I wonder if that's the same. I have, well, of course, shout out to Marco Polo, but I know that ain't Marco Polo. Let's see here. We have 2i Productions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nice little look at that, and we'll see what's good with this. So here we go. That was 2i Productions there. What y'all think about that? Yo. So I thought that it was very modest in terms of stuff that I saw. Modest in the sense that you can hear the elements. It seemed pretty balanced. My only complaint, I guess, would probably be that the drums were hitting a little lighter than they could have been. Might have been a little louder. It could have been a little louder, or some type of limiting would have helped. I don't want to necessarily tell you to use brick wall limiting, because sometimes when you use brick wall limiting and you don't have enough room in the beat, or you just don't have enough headroom, it will frickin' make your beat sound very smushed and too loud, and you won't have as much stereo dynamics as you need. Speaking of stereo dynamics, the sound field seemed a little bit spread, but checking it in mono, it didn't sound as bad in mono. So as far as like sound selection, I thought it was pretty smooth. He was making a nice little smooth track, and that actually helped the case with me enjoying it. So not bad at all. Appreciate the contribution that you did for today. So we're gonna move on to Gary Smith. Let's get it. That was Gary Smith on the track. What y'all think about that, chat? Said that was a GS Trap, GS Trap Clash. I think right there's probably the only problematic part that I heard in terms of just picking out something that makes sense. I would, as you progress through a track, I know it's, kind of tradition to bring in more elements. So I would say that to keep those elements under control, I would lower them so there'd be more of a complement than a distraction. And when it came in that particular area, it started to become extremely busy, and that was mighty apparent. The scale, not bad, and the main composition, not bad at all. As far as the progression, very simple, and that's not a bad thing at all, because you can have two notes. We all know that you can have one or two piano notes or whatever notes of an instrument and have a record, depending on what you're trying to do with it. So, but you can hear that. What's going on, Sean Lunatic? I see you, V-Dubs. Appreciate you. What's going on, Daniel? I do see that Colorado is in the building, and my pleasure, 2i Productions, as far as my critique. But yeah, those type of things will help clarifying what you have in your piece. So, moving on forward here. Appreciate your contributions here. I'm gonna go back into the music review. I know people are probably chilling. Yeah, I know people aren't getting used to this new schedule. So, I'm gonna put everyone so that everybody knows. All right, we're live. Boom. All right, nobody knows you. What's good? SS fam, what's going on? Do you have to submit early? No, you do not. But if submissions run long, I won't hear everybody's stuff. As much as I would love to hear people's stuff, doing a stream like this for over an hour is quite intense. But I'm gonna go ahead over here to Michael Butler and hear what's going on. My pleasure, Gary. Anytime, and let's see what Mr. Butler has for me.
Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, ayy. Quarter pound, half a pound, whole pound, ayy. 100 pills, 1,000 pills, serving major way. Juice man and Gucci man, make the trap, ayy. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, ayy. Quarter pound, half a pound, whole pound, ayy. 100 pills, 1,000 pills, serving major way. Juice man and Gucci man, make the trap, ayy. I'm booming, I'm bunking, I'm serving all the babies. Rap game easy, but the dope game gravy. Young Jew man, and my life is like the J-Kid with stupid fruity crazy sweat jumping in your lady. Banana don't cherry interior like the Lakers. LeBron James wrist when I'm fucking with that cake. Hit the trap, stay down, watch the paper break up. Booming out of house at Jay, asking for a wake up. Half a brick, whole brick, got me buying Jacob. Murray shoes, walking in the head of no gator. Half a brick, whole brick, got me buying Jacob. Murray shoes, walking in the head of no gator. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, ayy. Quarter pound, half a pound, whole pound, ayy. 100 pills, 1,000 pills, serving major way. Juice man and Gucci man, make the trap, ayy.
Damn. I don't know how to take that one. God damn. Well, for starters, the mix was damn good. The beat was fire. The vocal, weird mesh. Clearly, that's OJ the Juice Man. Shout out to OJ the Juice Man. Hey. East Atlanta, bitch. God damn. These damn nets are getting on my nerves. I'm so glad it's getting cold outside. Them motherfuckers are on their last leg in this bitch. Damn, I don't know where to go. But yeah, dope ass record, to be honest. I think it's actually a waste of a beat putting OJ's vocals on it, but I like the fact that it was flipped in this element. You know what I'm saying? because this gives you kind of a different vibe of this record. Clearly, it was made on a trap beat, and it's funny because in the PFP he has my trap card or whatnot, and it's hilarious. But I don't know why this man is smiling like that, but it's hilarious. Really dope joint, man. To be honest, I greatly appreciate the share of this. What the hell though? Interesting. Very short. That's my only real caveat for this, man. I would love to hear this a little bit more. I will blast this in the car just to make people laugh because it's so hot. You know what I mean? Like it's dope. So, anywho, yeah, dope shit. Don't have much to complain about in that instance there, Mr. Butler. You did your damn thing. Clearly, did your diligence there. So I'm gonna go into the beat review sector of the Discord, and I'm gonna hear what we got going on there. DJ Kimmy, I'm only gonna do one by you. Oh, did Buzz Music just remove his shit? Okay, that's weird. Okay, strange. But all right then. Well, I'll just go over here back into the email and keep the list going. We'll be at 201. So let's go ahead and do 201. This is Pharaoh. So we're gonna do the SoundCloud joint. Back into the SoundCloud then. Let's go.
God complex of the highest priority. Got a humble bitch as niggas quit, so I stick up for the fellow minority. Anyway, just know I run that shit up with an iron fist, and from the ground up, story of my business. And up next, best believe it's the frequency. Dudes keep trying to drag, but it's a no if you ask, especially if I ain't heard from you recently. And bitch, my attention is the reward.
All right, let's keep this moving, guys. All right, so nah, I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I just don't think so. One things I would say to improve on, so it just don't become just a place of hatred. I would spit your lyrics with a little bit more vitriol. Delivery is key to people wanting to listen to your music, clearly, as I have displayed. Mix wise, I would say, have the vocals match with the beat in itself, because the beat came in and it was okay. It was an okay beat. But the mix in itself also made it kind of undesirable to listen to. Music is about immersiveness, immersion. It's supposed to surround you, basically, especially when someone's listening to their headphones. The nod factor is a thing. Despite it being a buzz term used in hip-hop, it is a thing that can be described as, man, am I into this? Can I really hear this shit and feel it? That does include the beat too, because the beat's important, clearly, and that's one of the hugest elements of music, especially modern day music, as lyrical content is massively lacking. Thanks for the sub. So yeah, just to be fair, if I was to rate it, I would definitely rate it massively low. Clearly, as I did hit it with the crickets, and I'd hit it with this too, which is the price. When you fail on The Price is Right, I know that might be over a lot of you guys' heads, but it was a show I watched as a kid, with Mammy at home. But anyways, let's go over here to Ick Music. What you got? What you got here? Ears don't fail me now.
I don't need you anymore.
You better walk out of that door. I don't need you anymore. You better walk out of that door. I don't need you anymore. You better walk out of that door.
Take me into your arms. Don't let me go. Take me into your arms. Don't let me go. Take me into your arms.
I don't need you anymore.
Take me, take me, take me, take me.
You better walk out of that door.
Arms.
I don't need you anymore.
Take me into your.
You better walk out of that door.
Truth be told, I didn't even want to stop that. That was Ick with Don't Let Me Go, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, as far as the elements go of this track, I enjoyed it, to be honest. There was a whole lot to enjoy with this piece. There was one part I didn't enjoy, probably when it got a little too busy around the beginning part of it. But as this shit progressed, it's just great. I would say, just not to kill the vibe of your piece. Where is it at? Cause that shit just came on smooth. I didn't like that part because it took away from the bottom end of the groove, and I don't want to say bottom end or use that out of place because when someone says bottom end, they're talking about the bass. But this is fucking deep. I love it. I love the deepness of this track. Love the vocal choice and the sound selection. Amazing. Love this shit right here. This is something sweaty, and I hate that we're in the colder part of the season, because this is something I would love to hear in the club.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
Shaggy Manatee, living in La Paz, BCS.
Thank you for the donut. But yeah, this piece was tough, man. It sounded very professional, and this, again, the sound selection was amazing. I'm not too much of a fan. Clearly, as someone that does a lot of soulful houses, I like to deem it. I'm not a huge fan of just locked in, quantized 1/16/4 on the floor. I do like a little swing, but if you are going to have something that is locked in like this sounds fucking good. And it's quite clear because I scored it a 10. I left my personal description out of my personal taste out of that, as I do with a lot of the music that I listen to on here. I don't sit here and just judge stuff or, oh, this shit is weak. But I would definitely put this on the playlist if it was available on Spotify for me to put on the DCR playlist, because this right here is something I would love to rock out to. Very tasteful sound selection. I just want to stress the reason why that it is what it is for me. Great mix. I could feel the kick, great kick selection. You know, basic kit for dance, but you know, it has stuff in there that I just enjoy. Don't type it in. I won't. I'm gonna leave it alone. But I do enjoy this record. I hate how SoundCloud always kicks me out, because I want to save this so I can listen to it and vibe to it later. It's okay, because eventually what I'm going to end up doing is making the playlist not be on Spotify when I stream it on DCR, not Spotify, because I'm tired of certain things happening. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that shit going. But speaking of which, if you're wondering what the hell I mean by DCR, Dark Coffee Radio, it's an entity that I came up with to serve the underserved, not necessarily just black musicians, but you know, there is a missing element to that. But DCR is up and ready and going, so I'll show you all that. And you know, and it comes with its vibes here. This is DCR, the channel. You know, as I'm the only one listening to it right now, as far as like this one here. But yeah, I expect a lot more from this channel as time goes past. What I'm doing right now, I'm working in conjunction with a couple of functions, and they actually like the animation. And since the animation in itself is something that me and Miles High have worked on, they want to use those elements for their business. And yeah, you got to make sure when you do a business venture that you can cover all those type of things. So I'm over here. I'm going to go into the music review, and we're going to listen to Buzz Music and see what he got for us. Not bad piece. My critiques are as followed. I love the drum line, absolutely. I love the chunky two-step vibe, UK two-step vibe. Very good drum line. The sound selection was probably the only thing that's kind of like, along with some elements of the progression. I would say instead of using such jarring chords in the latter part of the loop, I would use something a little bit more, I would use something smoother in that sense, since you're using the right chord progression, I feel, but that would help a lot and in that sense. And mix-wise, those chords were a wee bit bigger than necessary. They were overriding the chunky, nice, beautiful piece of drum line that you had, which is Excelsior. And that's the only thing as far as the critique goes. But yeah, you have a lot going on there in that sense. It's just that they were so jarring, and the sound selection wasn't as smooth as it could have been as far as the main chord progression goes when it instantly kicks in. I do think that the second progression, that was the undertone, that fit the same as the beginning part of those of that composition did fit, and I did hear the bass line. The bass line was pretty nice, but again, with lowering of the volume of the main composition or the main chord progression would help in that. So that's all I would say there. But it was pretty good though. Nonetheless, I do digress on my critique, but yeah, it's a lot of good going on in that sense there. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do here is get to another joint. Ick Music. Yeah, I will start that up because that was pretty good. Yeah, we're getting there on a lot of things that as most people thought, you know, I was bull jiving with some of the elements that I brought, you know, as far as like Dark Coffee Radio, which is doing fairly well. Not necessarily YouTube as far as discovery, but that'd be cool. It's what I felt at, and when I look at the data on DCR, there's not enough short content, and y'all guys provide me with a lot of that stuff. Since the last beat review stream a month ago, there was a lot of good shit. Like, it was a lot of 10s in that one, and I need to repost a lot of stuff on there. And then people clearly, when they check out Dark Coffee Radio or whatnot, they look for joints that I've done, and you know, since I live stream almost every other day, they want to hear those records over again. So, you know, I will put those records out as well, and that'll help with the discovery, because people are typing in Mcree, that's for sure, with my latest and greatest content discovery and content strategy. So, side note here, make sure that y'all check out 16levels.com if you want to get those sounds together or whatnot. We got some pretty dope stuff here. Since we're in hoodie and sweatshirt season, I don't know how people feel about rocking some pink, but we do have a 16 level sweater that's pretty dope. I saw that some people had got some shirts and stuff last night. I was asleep most of the day because I wanted to rest my body for the day and get my mind right. And, you know, I had a cold most of the week, and you know, dealing with seasonal changes. But yeah, a pretty dope joint designed by me and Miles High. If you're into gear, we have plenty of apparel as well, as I do my yeah, I gotta scratch that back of that brain, you feel me? But yeah, we of course got the MPC 2000 XL Immediate hoodie that's designed by me and So 100 brand, so shout out to So 100. The 16 level t-shirt, I would love for Bam to write a review on it since he purchased it, and he's rocking, he has his. You know, we got a couple of shirts and stuff. I'm gonna order that one because for sure I want that for the holiday season. We're gonna have bubble coats, jackets, a whole bunch of other things. You know, we got knapsacks and stuff like that. I know I'm gonna get my knapsack soon. You know, and then we got some multi-drip as far as the immediate MPC Live 2 and MPC 1 hoodies go. Mount Trap more, you know, if you want to get you an overcoat that's dope, you know, you can get that too as well. And yeah, you would enjoy that. The shoes are gonna say bye-bye. I do not like these shoes right here. I was trying to be a bit extreme when designing it, and I wouldn't wear those. So you know, I'm not trying to be like Yeezy. Any mouse pads anytime soon? I'll put some mouse pads on there. I'll design some mouse pads for you guys. And clearly we have, you know, other things like sample packs. I like to keep things like R&B sample packs, like 90s vintage R&B sample packs. We have a Donald over there, designed by Sound Creatives. Shout out to Ocean View. In Vogue is extremely popular right now. I'm no surprise on that. It's made by Wicked Holiday. Sampler version 1. I know a lot of people got the free version with the 3 samples, but this one has, I think, 10 samples, full compositions with stems too as well. And it's going for the low price of $17, as I love the number 7. That's why y'all see the number 7 here. And the Machine Learning official shirt, which people were getting yesterday. I don't know what happened, but you know, that's one of my favorite shirts to wear and design. And if you're into kind of 808 basses and MIDI, we have Bang Volume 4, version 4. And yeah, check it out. Check out the shop all. And if you want to make some money and you want to recommend this stuff, I have an affiliate program, and I will be I'll go over, you know, different strategies for affiliate marketing so that you guys can understand how to make money and not to spam, you know, and get good leads. And, that video is coming up soon. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be like, oh, I want to be a part of your program. I want to be a part of 16 Levels program. But yeah, that video is going to demystify how I make money on social media. But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I had to ask people, for permission to show off numbers or whatnot. And just to talk about the good and the bad and the ugly too, because there are some bad elements and bad apples, and then there's the ugly part of it where you have people that do fucked up things to mislead people. And one of the things that we're doing over there at 16levels.com is making sure that people understand that quality is first, and we think about you first before we even come up with a product of any sorts. And education is above the approach, or is key to that. So, what we're gonna? I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. Oh yeah, thank you for the donut. So what I'm gonna do here, because I do see people are donating, I'm gonna go ahead and check in on the Discord or whatnot, and check that out. So I'm gonna make sure that these folks get their stuff off here. So come on, man. I hate that. Let's see. Shaggy. I'm just gonna type that in. I will get back to you, sir. Shaggy. Thank you so much for the support. Shaggy. There we go. Shaggy so I'm gonna go ahead and play a track here. They donated and they wanted to skip the line so they can get their critique out the way. So that's what I'll do. Let's get some of that vibes going. Well, that was nasty. Yeah, that was Shaggy. So that was a surprising joint. I like that loop, the drum loop in particular. I do like the sample selection in this sense. I like the way it's chopped up. It's very modestly chopped, but I think it fit the vibes of of today, the evening. If we want to say this is the evening, I mean it's only 2:50 p.m. But yeah, I love it. It was very chunky, loud, in your ear, in the face of all of us, and I think that could be greatly appreciated. There's a lot to be said about that piece. I would love to use that loop in itself for my own personal ambitions. Woo! I think I might turn on the air. He's heating up. But yeah, good vibes there. I'm gonna check out Lord's eyes. Hopefully, who sent that donation, I appreciate the donation, but hopefully it's within the elements here that I can get into. But yeah, that was a dope piece. To be fair, let's see. Lord, type in Lord here. Oh boy. So yeah, if you are trying to donate to Skip the Line, make sure that you fill out the information in your donation so that I can find it immediately. I don't want you not to get your stuff heard and you get upset or something like that. I don't want none of that shit. Not today. Spare me the hunt. Okay, there we go. I see you. You doing right. You doing right. Lenigma, what's going on? I see your percolums on the quiet end, or you might have been in the chat, but I saw that you was removing the bot out of here. I thought I put a good filter on there so the word SEX does not get put in the chat at all. Yeah, I like your name too, SND. For those who don't know, SND, that is the file type that the MPC 2000 XL and the MPC 2000, well, the MPCs used back in the day. So I get that reference there. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and play that. Let's get it. You sent me an iCloud. Oh shit. I gotta download it. Come on now. Whatever. Mix one. Let's get it. Not bad, not bad. As far as my critiques for it, I thought it was, pretty decent composition. The things that I didn't notice is that the melody, the composition in itself is larger than your drums, so you might want to turn it down just a little bit, so that the other elements can fit. And overall loudness, I won't be so heavy on you about that, but as far as like the balance though, I could hear what could use some work in that sense. Repetitiveness, yeah, I can kind of get with what Master Farce is saying. So yeah, not bad elements altogether. So here's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna take a break, a quick little break, just to turn on the air, cause boy, I'm in this bitch sweating like a motherfucker, and damn, I don't want to do that. So give me a second here, as I will take y'all to a little intermission, and we'll be back in a second. All right, be right back. Be right back. comments, I swear. Anywho, let's go ahead and keep this thing going. I tell you, I cannot wait to get these motherfuckers out of my house, and it will help once the season change. TN on a break. Yeah, TN's on a break. I like all the bald-headed characters in Dragon Ball. Imagine that. Let's go over here and see what's in the Discordian. Wagga with the Swagger has dropped some stuff in here, so we're gonna check out Wagga. So let's go ahead and get that going. Wagga with the Swagger on the track. Let's get that. That was Wagga on the track. What y'all think about that? As far as the piece goes, I think it was pretty decent. Definitely the highlight of this piece was the drum line for me. I think that drum line was pretty interesting as far as some of the reversed sounding elements. I don't necessarily know if they were reversed, but the smoothness of the sounds selection, decent. Composition, you know, the only, I guess, real critique, I guess, for that in terms of it being maybe the choice of the chord progression in that piece. The fancy chords, you know, like the suspended, augmented, you know, those are considered fancy chords. Usually sound great at the end of a piece, and the reverse of that was weird because at the end of that piece you have a nice, I want to say a seventh that works more so than the fancy chord on the fourth. So that's the only thing that I just was like, but other than that, though, pretty smooth piece for sure. Wagga with the Swagger as usual. Let's go ahead and check out Carbon Vibes. He says, "Hey guys, a little late to the party, but here is my submission for today. This was part of Marlo's sample flip. Shout out to Marlo. I see he took a little break from YouTube to do some things. You know, he has his own community on his channel, and I do recommend his channel. He has a lot of dope stuff. He's also brought massive perspective to what I've heard. I think I checked you out already, Buzz. So I ain't gonna hold you on that. I'm gonna keep this thing going. But yeah, let's check out Carbon. What you got for me?" Castlevania type beat, eh?
Carbone.
That was Carbon Vibes on the track. What y'all think about that track? Well, very interesting piece. That's what I would like to say. The box sample, nice organs and stuff like that. Reminds me of kind of like a Castlevania type sample without all the buzzy, big crushing on the sample itself. You know, seeing that it will be from the SNES. But yeah, pretty good joint. Nice and well balanced in terms of the mix. The sample was utilized in the past in a way that I could see that it was best fit for. You know, that must have been a very interesting sample flip for all the people that grabbed and participated in that. So shout out to Malo for that. Yeah, pretty good joint. Yeah. I respect that. Let's go over here to Wally D real quick. This is a collaboration between Wally D Beats and Sir Trumps. So what's going on with that? I saw that Sir Trumps, by the way. I did see your message on IG. I just checked out for after Friday. I was just like, man, social media is just not me right now. I have a headache, but hey, I'm free. So somewhat. I'm on probation for a year. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. But you know, I guess I could be behind bars, could be worse. That's the best way I could look at it. But I was very pissed off. Not to mention a month of freaking classes on something that has nothing to do with me or that person, because I'm no longer with that person anymore. My choice.
What?
You'll be the life of the party.
That was a collaboration between Wally D Beats and Sir Chunk. What y'all think about that? I thought it was pretty good. To be honest, there was a lot of interesting pieces of this composition that I enjoyed. Definitely enjoyed the drums, which is good. A good thing to have an interesting bounce to your track. Someone that's a huge fan of Timbaland and many other super producers that swear by their drums and having smaller, minimalistic elements as far as their composition goes. I thought it was pretty good. Mix-wise, I noticed that it was a lot of the elements were in mono, like a stream mono. So I would kind of bring something in there to kind of give the stereo field more elements. But as far as that goes, yeah, strong piece though. Nonetheless, I'm not against it at all. I just think that altogether that it was a pretty decent piece, and that's what I'll sit on. Oh shit, I got this weird ass delay. Don't mind me. The new OBS is kind of a pain in the ass. We're about an hour and 12 minutes into. I see 73 degrees now. The heat is rising out here in Atlanta. You can still submit your music or whatnot. To the new member that just joined, congrats, thank you, shout out to you. Welcome to the squad. If you are looking for all the information as far as like Discord and all that stuff, just all you have to do is just go to my profile pic and then go into the members tab, and you can find the Discord information and all that. And you can hit me up on Discord so you can get access to the music review and members only chat, so you can chat it on out, of course, and I will do that for you either in between the show or after the show. And yeah, you'll find all the good resources too as well, because I do drop as much information as possible for the members so that they can do a lot of things, including special submissions and special stuff, because I'm going to put more exclusive stuff for the members on YouTube that has a lot to do with 16levels.com. So yeah, and that does include having the ability to earn and make money, and you know, I'll teach different things as far as being a content creator, because I think I owe that to the community at large, but especially to you guys, because y'all do invest in what I do on here, and without their support, of course, we wouldn't be so far, I tell you that. But let's get over here and get back into the email, and I'll wait for whomever to drop something into the Discord. Let's see here. No, damn it, I hate when I do that, because it was on Blurred Skies. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on Blurred Skies and hear what we has to offer. And let's get it. It's loading right now. Hopefully it'll load. You know how this internet be sometimes. Aw, shit. Thanks for the sub. All right, a long interlude there before the drop, but yeah, that was Blurred Skies with a joint, and I know people are gonna ask me, you know, I just saw a question by DJ Kimmy, and that was, what are you looking for in the sound field? So the sound field is basically where you learn how balanced or imbalanced your sound will be in a stereo field. And as you can see right now, you can tell that my vocals, which normally vocals are mono as hell, but you know, I have an increased element because there's music playing behind it. But when we was looking at the track in itself, it was spread out. So what I would do, just to kind of clarify, because sometimes that's not the end all be all when you're looking for something that might be off in your mix. is I'll listen to it in mono on my audio interface, and when I hear that certain elements are missing, that means that if someone, let's say, shout out to Accurate Beats, but he listens to music, he only can hear out of one ear. Like my brother, he's legally deaf in one ear, and I'm not trying to put him out on the spot or his business or anything like that, and I don't want him to, come on, big bro, don't do that. I do apologize. But just in this instance here, they wouldn't be able to hear that element. So when you see the sound field going crazy like that, you also got to look at certain things too. If it dips under -1, that definitely is reassurance that you would not hear within the polarity sample or the polarity level that particular sound would not be audible in mono, and you want your audio to be mono enough to where someone that has can be deaf in one ear can hear that. That doesn't mean just because you have it pressed hard in mono doesn't mean that it wouldn't sound good in stereo either. Granted, but having some stereo separation does add an interesting element to your mix. Now, as far as that goes, there was a high degree of loudness in that mix that was ridiculous in the sense that far too loud, and it's telling you basically over here that those peaks need to be controlled at some point with some type of limiter. It doesn't necessarily have to be a brick wall limiter, because a brick wall limiter only can benefit your mix if you have it low enough, like maybe like negative, like a constant rule that people put out there is that you want to be under -6 dB so that there is dynamic range that can be increased by a limiter, a brick wall limiter of some sort, or a soft clipper that will give the peaks and valleys some natural hit, like when you listen into it versus having your stuff clipping, which ultimately in the sense of that track did not sound good in my headphones, but the overall composition in itself, I thought it sounded pretty decent. It wasn't overly, it was submersive in a sense that it was supposed to sound very cinematic, which is true to the element that of that piece was good. I did like the sound selection and the drums did hit, but all of that was guaranteed because of how loud that mix was. And when you go for extreme loudness like that, and that's something that's common in modern music, it's not necessarily what you want. What I do in a mastering process, which I'm going to talk more about, I didn't do my Ozone 10 video. I didn't want to say anything about Ozone 10, but I do have something that needs to be pointed out before I talk negatively about something. I like to talk about the good and the bad. I just don't get mad and outraged, even though those type of videos get a lot of views and clicks and stuff like that. I find it to be myself to be responsible and add some diligence to whatever I critique. But in that sense, when I am going to master a track, I do give my track that I've mixed some headroom. So when I do add some type of limiting, whether it be brick wall limiting, soft clipping, or so forth, that there is room for a dynamic range, but I still mix I level the elements of a track to where no matter what, my drums are gonna hit hard, but it won't be annoying, meaning that it won't have some overly suppressive freaking highs in there, or unnatural highs, which when you boost something up loud, you get false highs, like those highs that weren't there on the track when you're listening to it through your speakers, when you're referencing it through your studio monitors or headphones. So that's one of the things that people have an issue with at large when it comes to mixing a track. And that's why I'm kind of like focusing in on that and not trying to single out Blur Skies as far as this piece, because I thought the piece was pretty good. And it's not an easy thing to master, because you got all this information on the internet, which a lot of people have different information. I'm cool with that, because no matter what type of engineer, mastering, mixing, and so forth that you deal with, they have a way to achieve a sound that might have won for them, but it won't win for you, even though they might be a multi-platinum mastering engineer, mixing engineer, and so forth. But there are some key things, some key rules that, you know, a lot of us may not like and may not fit the decor of the track, but, you know, it's things that you would have to do to get to the piece that you want. And, you know, but yeah, Ozone 10. I'm very shocked of what they chose to do with Ozone 10. I think it goes against the sense of mastering in terms of how you would take a piece and master it. You know, I think they're trying to hit something else on the nose with Ozone 10, and I can appreciate it, but at the same time, it kind of diminishes the purpose of what their strong AI tool set does for a mix, as far as it suggests. Wow. You know, I do it live. Fuck it.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
But anyways, let's go on to another piece here. I appreciate that, Blur Skies. I always appreciate your pieces that you send in. Let's go on to Gagi Beats. Sorry, you know, again, we do a lot.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Wagga, damn. If there's one time I definitely 1000% agree with you, I do agree with you on that. But yeah, I don't know why they chose to do that to Ozone 10. What the fuck, man? That shit is very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in Isotope's decision with Ozone 10, given that they did a lot. They did a lot to make it so much better, and then they do one of the fucking retarded things in the world. The fuck? Oh my God. No, 9 was good. Well, 9 was pretty damn good, but 10 brings a lot to the table that 9 doesn't, but they end up doing the exact thing that someone like me or anybody else, depending on your CPU and the DSP already is ridiculous, but that's because the DSP has spectral analysis. They're using AI spectral analysis to analyze the stuff that's going inside of it, which I don't know why they would freaking not have a freaking standalone version. God damn. But anyways, let's get it. Goddamn Isotope. Wow. Yeah. What y'all think about that, chat? Very simple track, minimalistic as far as like the progression goes, and it's a lot of room for an artist in that sense, and I can respect that. That piece is pretty. I love the chord progression, by the way. It just reminds me of something that your boy would do. Some hit the keys cousin, which is Jazzy Faye. There we go. I knew I had the name on the tip of the tongue, but yeah. As far as the peaks and stuff like that, you can see that it had nice room, nice amount of room. I checked it in mono. It sounded good in mono as it did in stereo. The kick drum is arguably good. The the kick with the combined 808 in it, and yeah, it was clean nonetheless. Definitely can hear the subs and stuff like that. I thought the mix was one of the associated things about this piece that I enjoyed, as far as the smooth, soulful progression. I love the elements that was picked as far as the sound selection goes too as well. What's going on? Perk Diggler, what's good? Yeah, very smooth piece. It's a very smooth piece. You know, I guess it'd be a little. I guess I would be a little biased because, you know, me coming from the South or whatnot. But hey, it is what it is. I don't necessarily have a beef against Isotope for what their piece is, but damn, people are talking about, man, you should check out T-Rex. I've been arguing about how I'm gonna approach mixing on my channel. Like I was supposed to do I Am 607 video. I was gonna do a video about mixing rap vocals. I was gonna do a video on mixing female rap vocals. And I'm still gonna do it. It's just that you know, I was kind of sidetracked by some stuff too, by the way. And you know, I just had to get some stuff out the way first before I even approach mixing. And there's still other things that I got to talk about that I want to talk about as far as the channel and just a different content strategy altogether, because I want to help more so. And then Mondays, I think I want to reserve Mondays for heavy hitting content like I've been doing the past week or so. So you just bought a new laptop, a 12th gen i7. My old laptop started dying. Oh yeah, my laptop, my Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40 is getting my freaking nerves, dude. Oh my God. One thing I've noticed about gaming laptops, and honestly, it kind of differs. Just laptops in general. Certain laptops have a life expectancy that is extremely low. I think mine is, yeah, I'm 9th gen. I have a 9th gen i7. So 12th gen is pretty much the 2022, 2023 type vibes. But as far as my next laptop purchase, it's going to be a pretty expensive one, and it's not going to be a Windows laptop. It will be a MacBook. So I don't expect to get that anytime soon. I'm going to make do with the Lenovo Legion Wi-Fi 40, and I'm still satisfied with my MacBook Air M1, though I don't like it for video creation, and I think that has more so to do with the camera that I'm running in the living room than it has to do with the MacBook itself. Yeah. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do here is pivot on over back to this right here, which is the private Discord or whatnot. Shout out to all the members or whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it here. We're about 1 hour and 29 minutes in. I don't think I'm making too bad on elements. You know, I think I'm using choice words and I'm not just babbling. So we got Lynn Enigma. Let's get it. I definitely heard enough. Yeah, Lenny Enigma on that track. What y'all think about that, chat? Really smooth, really smooth. Smooth is the word of the evening here, I guess. And love it. I love the sample. I love the drums. The mix was extremely good. this just hits all the things that I enjoy. And I think that people can agree on that. Maybe not so much if you're not into the boom bap of this shit, but this piece is great. Lenigma has pieces that I've been trying to put up on DCR for a while, man. And it's a damn shame that I have not put out a record of yours on here, and I do apologize for that. I think it's been a month since I contributed to that YouTube channel, but I just want to say I do apologize for not being on my dookie there. I've taken on a lot of stuff in this past couple of weeks, and there's no excuse, for the most part, but it's just been a lot. It's just been a lot. I got 16 levels, and it's a whole bunch of people working on there. The really dope samples that people have been bringing in. Then we got the MPC expansion department, which is expanding at a huge pace, and a lot of people are trying to send their MPC expansions in, but for marketing reasons and stuff like that, you got to bring something that is complete and it has to look good. I don't want it to be looking like no bullshit, and then when it looks like bullshit, it doesn't matter how good it sounds or whatever. So, we got to talk about how you're supposed to put stuff out on the market so that people, when they look at it, they don't see that they want to see the perceived value. And I'm not going to sit here and sell something for an extremely low price and devalue you and the hard work that you do just so you can make a quick buck, okay? That's not what we do over there at 16 levels, okay? So, if you're one of those people that submitted something, then, I go to your damn, your business and you're selling it for chump change. That just screams cheap. Don't undervalue what you get just so you can try to serve the market faster. If you want to serve the market like that, you should do your piggly wiggly bullshit on your on your freaking website or whatnot. You'll understand why people set a price standard for whatever they're doing. To compete with the big dogs is not to be stupid competitive with your pricing. It's about doing stuff at a right level. So the opening hi-hats are off. That's weird. I don't get what you're trying to say. Are you one of those people that use quantize on one of your beats, on all your beats? If you are, bro, you're missing out on something that I like to call soul, and it's all about making the shit bop. Let's go ahead over here to Melakinesis. Let's see what he got. And that's last month's champion. Let's get it. That was Melakinesis with the Sonic R remix. You even have to put that in your title. Someone that's played a lot of video games, Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite characters outside of Mario, clearly, but this comes from Sonic R, which isn't an extremely popular Sonic the Hedgehog game, but I do enjoy it. Sega Saturn not being an extremely popular video game console is pretty much one of the video game consoles, one of the Sega's many mistakes when they released it, because that was when the PlayStation was originally announced for a lower price, and all they had to do was just deliver on the games, and that's what they did. But yeah, as far as like the tracks, elements, and stuff like that, I would probably use like RX, to kind of remove some of the instances of that original piece, so it wouldn't seem so cluttered. But as far as everything else, it sounded pretty decent. I did notice that there was a drop off in quality in the sound field when I listened to it in mono. So that's something that maybe just overslipped you a little bit. But as far as like creativity and stuff like that, I definitely warrant you off, and my hat's off to you on that. But yeah, really good piece though. Really good piece. Nothing against you on that. Taking a risk on a track. I'm never against you doing something like that. So yeah. What I'm gonna do here is slide back on over to the beat review joints. I gotta get back over here. I see Mike Butler over here. No, I already listened to Mike Butler. I already heard. He played the joint from the OJ the Juice Man remix, and that was really dope. If y'all missed that earlier, y'all should go back and check it out. So I believe we have Giovanna here, and I'm gonna check out this joint. So let's get it.
Let's take it back and back to a place in time. You know I gotta get it, working from 9 to 9. Yeah, I was seeing double, but now I'm feeling fine. You know the mission steady, stack till the summertime.
Let's take it back to a time when I was a youngin' that's stuntin', tryna be buzzin'. I'm rushing to get my moment, I'm chosen to be the greatest. I'm your favorite rapper's favorite. I'm the one right in the matrix while I'm bumping up the playlist. I'm a West Coast kid with a dream, tryna make it to the top when I had nothing. I was made from the mud where the grass ain't green. I was going through the way, stacking up my cheese. Way back when I was coming up, when I had no one, when I was feeling stuck. Now I'm blowing up, now I'm pouring up. That was dummy luck, man, I don't give a fuck. Look, this 9 to 5 was never meant to be forever. Got me feeling like the dairy man, the way I stack my cheddar. Got me feeling like the self-made hustler that I am. I won't stop till I get every fucking diamond, platinum, black. Look. Word to God, I be stacking blue strips and green. Got me gunning for the future, by the way, I'm pushing P. I'm the greatest rapper ever, just know I cannot be beat. All these MC squares, you know they can never equal E. Easily, I got that attitude like Easy-E. Is it me or is the competition feeling me? I'm on top of the world, I run it up. It's the modern boy not, man, we about to turn it up, yeah.
Let's take it back and back to a place in time. You know I gotta get it, working from 9 to 9. Yeah, I was seeing double, but now I'm feeling fine. You know the mission steady.
That was Giovanna. Take it back.
Look at me and E getting out of grease, whoa.
What y'all think about that? I thought it was pretty good. There's things that, you know, I enjoy about this piece. The lyrical content definitely worth listening to. The track, I like the Mario-esque, Super Mario World-esque percussion. I thought that was well worked into the piece. Definitely like the sample. Mix-wise, that's where things could be a little better. As far as the vocal performance in terms of the mix, I noticed that it was it was in a pocket to where you can hear it, which is cool. I heard it in mono, so that's great. But stereo separation is necessary, like stereo widening of the vocals, especially between the hook and the verse part, would help. Also, I felt like there was not enough of your sub frequencies in your guys' vocals, and inside of that, what I've noticed too as well, as far as the elements being reached properly, I would say that who was this? Talking about stereo separation, talking about that. So, de-essing was necessary because I can hear a lot of the in the vocal performance, and when you listen into it extremely loud, it will be more prominent in the vocal performance. So I would definitely look at how you're de-essing the vocals if you're putting in your vocal performances in subgroups. That way you could be able to bring a better part to your vocal chain, and there's so many different ways to do it, easy ways to do it. I wish more companies would follow in the lines of what Isotope and Waves has done. Isotope with Nectar 3 or Nectar, and Waves with the CLA plugin too as well.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
Beat review for Sean Breeze.
Thank you for that, appreciate that, Sean Breeze. We'll be taking a look at your stuff or taking a listen. But yeah, those are things that I've noticed in that piece altogether. Yeah, but it's still pretty good though. I will tell you that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up Sean Breeze and get him popping in here. But yeah, dope joint. Sean Breeze. Hopefully Sean Breeze is in here. No, it isn't. Yes, maybe. Okay, Sean Breeze, I see you. Good shit. Sean Breeze at SeanBreeze.com. What type of weirdness? But hey, I see your business. Let's go ahead and take a listen to it.
Sean Breeze on the track.
That was Sean Breeze with a drilly hat. Eating this with Finn. What's going on? Mix-wise, it sounded very good. I like the piece in itself too. The composition was well balanced. I like the drum line, and yes, the drilly hi-hats had a good vibe to it. It was a nice approach to genre that I don't listen to often, and I'm not a huge drill fan. You know, maybe it's because I'm an old head or anything like that, but I do enjoy good music for what it is. So, you know, I will say that. But the best elements of this track definitely had to come down to like the balance of the great mix and the sound selection. Very simple, you know, not much to the piece itself, but enough for someone to enjoy it, either from a casual listening standpoint or just an artist, you know. But yeah, it said drill is the next wave. How can something be the next wave when it's already the wave? Tell me that. People already listen to drill music. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into the club scene for what it is, but you know, when I do hang out with my colleagues at their clubs that they own out here in Atlanta, when drill music comes on, it's not like they're just like, oh, on the dance floor. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that, and that's just observing it in one of the major cities. It could be different in New York. It could be different in the UK, where this vibe lives at more so. But as far as like seeing it smash the floor, you get the ever so casual fans that just like, oh yeah, this is it. But as far as the females enjoying it, you know, I know there's like that Ice chick or whatever her name is. You know, it's just sad. It's add to me, and it's add to the audience when I'm listening to it as a whole. And it has a lot to probably do a lot to do with location, but you know, that's my observation of the situation at hand. Let's go ahead and get in here. Shout out to all the people that are watching right now. We are about 1 hour and 45 minutes in. Thanks to the 61 concurrent viewers right now. I greatly appreciate it. 65 likes. I couldn't ask for anything more. A whole bunch of likes in terms of the show. It helps the show. So I appreciate everybody that stopped by, and shout outs to the new member, of course. And I hopefully, you'll find this show to be helpful to you, and that you'll enjoy it. And hopefully, I got everything in order for you. So make sure that you check out, if you're a member, period, to check out the member tab on my channel, just by clicking the PFP file, or just going to my YouTube channel and going to the member. Did I say PFP file? My PFP profile picture. Click on that and then you can have access to it. Anyways, so let's go here. I see Scumbag, what's good? Wolf Son, what is going on? Anxiety, just send a track through the email because it's easier for you, okay? Not necessarily easy for me, but I'll go ahead and check it out, seeing that you are a member, and we get to that. Yeah. So, yeah. Dope shit, though, by the way. Not knocking it. Of course, I had all this other stuff as far as personal opinion, Sean. That doesn't matter. You did a good job. Anxiety. Let's go ahead and check that out.
All of a sudden, we got it. All of a sudden, we savage. Straight savage. Going and going and going and going and all of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, yeah, 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 all of a sudden, yeah. Let's get it. All of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden. Man, you know we in blood, so why you be calling me cousin? Man, I'm not your cousin. Even Steven can see me, it's easy, no wonder we buzzing. When they talking the realest, you never come up in discussion. I'm like, where the cash at? You know, shorty ass fat. I need 25 bands in a Louis backpack. Slinging on that Kobe Bryant, cause I never passed that. And you always tryna chill, but can never match that. Damn, God Pains had a mall talking. Everybody in the mall, but big business, no small talking. Got a bag on me like I'm dog walking. They ain't do it, but they made a case. He tried to kill it, but they made him wait. Get into it like it's 01, man. I'm LA Reed with a baby face. 2 and 5 till I DIE. Bad bitch need a CID. King shit like TIP. 20 bands from the VIP. Got the bank closed, yeah, it's hella empty. We been down since elementary. Fuck boys wanna bet against me. I don't know, man, they kinda tip me. You drop 'em. Everybody in the there's no small talking, got a bag on me like I'm dog walking. Ain't do it, but they make a case. You try to kill it, but they make it. I'm to it like it's 01, man. I'm LA Reed with a baby face. 2 and 5 till I do. Bad bitch need a CID. King shit like TIP. 20 bands from the VIP. Got the bank closed, yeah, it's hella empty. Been down since elementary. Boys wanna bet against me. I don't know, man, they gotta tip me.
That was clearly, I think that's Yeekness McFinn under his different alias Anxiety. But yeah, pretty dope. There's definitely some stuff that could be worked on in the sense of the mix. It was quite obvious when I was looking at the spectrum itself that there was little to no room for any type of dynamic range. And that's usually the thing that I always get on Anxiety about. But as far as like the composition itself is pretty cool. My observation of what could be fixed in this, I would definitely work on just dynamic range. The things that are missing is the overall tone of the bass. It's a whole lot of high frequencies that are bothering this remix that could make it extremely good. And that is the one thing that kind of hurts you in the pieces that you create, because all the other things that you bring to the table are extremely good, just extremely good. But in the sense there, I like everything else. Yeah, I want to work on that. In sense that I want you to work on that. Just like leveling your mix. I don't know how in the world, the anxiety. I would love for you to give us a inside on your mix. Like what do you have what are you using to mix? Are you using studio monitors? Are you a headphone head? Because if you're a headphone head, you can clearly hear that certain elements are a little louder than necessary, especially when we're talking about the vocal performance. The vocal performance was outshined by the musical elements, and you want the balance of that to be different. Like if I was to play, say you a headphone head? What the hell headphones you got, bro? Let me know. I want to know in the chat before I even make any kind of harsh critiques and stuff like that. You say dynamics have no place in dubstep. You crazy? You gotta understand. I'm not one of those guys. I'm a music lover, huge music lover. Listen to all kinds of genres of music, and dynamic range is definitely what separates the goods from the greats. One of my, of course, it's cliche as hell. Now I'm gonna say this person's name, and people are gonna be upset, but this guy knows what he's doing when it comes to heavy bass, and that's Skrillex. Listen to a Skrillex record. There's dynamic range in the Skrillex record for sure. I mean, dude, it's like, oh my God, like you're talking about someone that in 2014 blasted tons of dubstep. God, and tried, and I suck ass at it. That's why I have sympathy for what, I don't want to say sympathy. I want to say I respect and enjoy what Anxiety does as far as his tracks. And just listening to it as a music lover, I enjoy it. But as someone that is a heavy critic and wants you to be at your best peak performance, definitely can hear that there are elements missing. If I was to blast that out there, it would be highs like a motherfucker, and you want that shit to be quaking in the lower frequencies. You know what I'm saying? And if you have the lower frequencies balanced out, it will, by all means, be what you want it to sound like when you reach, because I do believe in you that you will reach that. Damn, what was the shit that we used to go to in Florida? Ultra? We used to go to Ultra in Florida, and I always wanted to go to Europe to check out the show out there. Still working on my mixes. I do listen to my favorite artists for reference. To be honest, they have really loud mixes. I tone down my mixes compared to them.
Hope y'all been well. Sent a track through. Subject: 1K Sunny.
Thank you so much, 1K Sunny. I appreciate ya. Yeah, I don't know how you're referencing them though. It's weird because even if they have louder mixes than you should be able to hear certain elements too as well. Like again, outside of Insight, if you're using something like, damn, unfortunately, fuck man, why do they do that to Ozone 10? What the fuck? But Ozone 9, if you happen to have that, or Ozone 8, they have a great referencing tool where you can pull elements of the EQ and so forth, so you can see what it is that makes that piece that you enjoyable to other audiences. And of course, if you're using Lander will it will match the fuck out of that in terms of that. So yeah, not bad though. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pivot on over to 1K Sunny real quick, and then I'm gonna go over, because I've seen some people in the chat that are getting a little restless, and we're about an hour and 54 minutes in, and I haven't checked the Discord either. So I've been kind of spreading it out. But yeah, my beef against you, Anxiety, isn't that you're not doing the right thing as far as your composition, but the mixing element. I'm telling you, when you're above everybody else in that, you could pretty much have your butt cheeks clapping on a microphone, and people be like, "Damn, dog, how did you get those butt cheeks to sound so realistic?" And god damn, I can feel the bass in your butt cheeks, And that's just being silly, but yeah. 1K Sunny. Let's get that going here. 1K Sunny, I see that right here. And let's get that going. So we're gonna play Gelato. We got 1K Sunny with the smoothness. Tell me how y'all feel about that, chat. Yeah, not bad. It's very simple, you know. And simplicity isn't a bad thing at all. I'm not against that. I thought it was a pretty decent track for what it is. I see people are rating it about an 8 or so. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent joint altogether. When I do see, I didn't see much bad in terms of like the mix itself, seeing that it was not that many elements in there. And there were some things that, you know, I enjoyed about it. I do hear that there are some weird choices in what the notes that you put in the 808 or the bass notes, and they're kind of not working in the favor of the composition, but that's, you know, some of the things I heard. And that's kind of one of those things where when you're working with bass altogether, depending on how you're listening to it, can be off. Just because the frequency, the drop off on an 808, depending on what type of 808 that you're using, it just has natural drop offs that could throw you off. It happens to me. It happens to the best of them. So, you know, just work that out for what it is. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, I see Shuba had dropped something in there, and you're in the chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out that. So let's go ahead and hear Shuba for what it is. Hard Tings. Let's get it. That was Shuba, or Shoba, on the track. What y'all think about that, chat? I would definitely want to hear what y'all critiques are. definitely want to hear what y'all guys got to say. Well, the drums in itself, I like how snappy the drums are. The sample selection, interesting. I think there was some weird elements in terms of the way that the notation hits. I like the fact that you challenged yourself to do something unquantized. I believe the initial snare hit at the very beginning was like, damn, you know, like damn as in it was like a smidge out of pocket. And that's the true, you can hear right there. Like it was, you kind of want that. If the snare was a little earlier than that, it would fit definitely in the vibe. But other than that, though, I thought it was pretty decently put together. You know, that part right there of the composition is a little jarring, and I think that part would do better in a later part of the beat, I guess, if not just be removed. But yeah, you know, I respect the approach of what you did on the track altogether. So yeah, that much is appreciated for sure. Yeah, so you know, that's just my critique of your piece, though, and I appreciate you submitting too. Let's go ahead to Cyanide. I know Cyanide was wanting to get to that, and I'm gonna slide back over there to the Discord and see who has dropped something in there. You know, no, okay, cool. I don't necessarily have to. So let's go ahead to Cyanide. Let's get it. A simple piece there. I guess I'll talk about what I have concluded from it. The mix in itself was actually pretty decent. You know, when I looked at the peaks and valleys in the spectrogram, it was hitting in a proper perspective. You can actually see the peaks and valleys as it was clean. You know, I did notice in the sound field certain elements of the sounds that you selected were out of the mono field, so you might want to be a little conscious of that. You can also see that it was between 0 and -1 on certain senses, and it was spread. So I would just be mindful of that. But otherwise, though, I thought that the piece was pretty decent. You know, that's just my critique on that in that sense there. But yeah. Appreciate that, Cyanide, you know. Let's see, I gotta go all the way back down here. Let's go ahead to Dick McGuffin. So let's check out Dick McGuffin here, and we'll see. was Dick McGuffin with that stuffing in his oven. What the fuck? Yo, I like this. This is one of my more favorite pieces from you, Dick McGuffin. You know, sometimes you have the super mono element in your track, and it like pisses me off because I always feel like if you had more dynamic range to your tracks, it would get the flowers that it deserves. You know, but for those who didn't hear what I heard in terms of me just describing it, I like the fact that the way that the traditional jungle break was broken up and, you know, tightened up and gated, and it gave the track a nice element for it to be simple like this, because definitely would be great in a video game soundtrack. I saw Perk Dog talking about Banjo-Kazooie. Goddamn, that was my game. And he's saying that because it has like elements of like a banjo in it, but in a Nintendo type vibe or filtered way. And I'm, you know, someone that's kind of video game biased in a sense, I enjoyed that element as well. And a lot of my favorite style of music during the PS1 era, if you want to say PS1, but the original PlayStation era, and in the Nintendo 64 era had a lot of jungle breaks in it. So I enjoy the elements that was brought into this piece. Very good piece altogether. I enjoyed it. The mix was very good. I mean, he keeps it simple. So, you know, that's usually not his issue at hand. It's usually just like the dynamic range in terms of the sound field is far too mono, but I think this is a pretty great balance of that. So much respect and much credit to him for bringing that element to fruition on this composition. Hey, bars, bitch! But yeah. No, not bad, Dick McGuffin. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. So what I'm gonna do here is Nafi has been in this piece for a minute, and then SS Fame, and Nyx. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out Nafi on this track. Let's get it. So Nafi Beats, let's get it. That was Nafi on the track. What y'all think about that? I thought it was pretty good. One of the things that Nafi does is he's a West Coaster. He's never gonna get out of that. I mean, that's what he does, and that's cool. I respect that in that sense there. That, you know, when you find yourself a pocket that you enjoy and it's something that you are that makes you happy, that you stay within that pocket and you just try to perfect that pocket. You know, whatever moves you in your music, you should always stick to that and try to perfect what that element is, you know, whatever gives you that great feeling per se. The mix, very good. Clearly, I gave it a 10 because, you know, one, you know, I've been hearing a lot of good music all together today. And, you know, this is one of the pieces I would like to use for that example for that proceeding of the evening that we're about to get in. But yeah, I thought it was a really good piece of elements. I love the pianos. I like the immersiveness of the piece when it comes to the composition. And the sound selection was good, on par to what you would expect from this style of music. Just good sound choices and good use of the elements in terms of the progression. So yeah, that's what I would like to say there. I've definitely heard you get down on some Timberland type beats too as well. You know, if that's the way you like to label it. I know how we do, or how the internet be like. Yeah, so let's get over here to Knicks, because I have not heard that. Oh, we got some West Coast shit from Brazil, so let's go ahead and hear that. Nafi, you trying to put that pressure on you. I ain't heard it yet, but we're going to find out. We're going to learn today. Well, I'm going to take a point off for him making this shit short. Nah, I'm just playing. Goddamn. I say goddamn, what y'all think, guys? Oh, holy shit. I'm going to run that back so I can get my critiques. Run that shit back, boy. Damn computer, I tell you. Well, first off, I'd just like to say, damn, Nafi. Oh.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
God damn. The bass line nasty as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. As someone that thoroughly enjoys West Coast music and someone that has seen almost every era of hip hop, this is one of those that resonates heavily with me. The mid 90s, late 90s vibes, early 90s vibes, clearly. Master first. Nah, but seriously though, this is hard as a bitch, dog. I don't know, man. We got one for boy. We have some interesting shit today. I tell you that. Facepalm. Facepalm for that one. Yeah. Where we at? Nafi. I hope I did not. I better not have Nafi. I might have been, shit. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna play some music in between me trying to fix what I just did. I accidentally deleted Nafi shit. Fuck. Come on, man. Where's Nafi? That's today. Okay. Bring this back into here. No. Ooh, shit. No. Move to inbox. There we go. My bad. My bad, Nafi. Make sure that's in there. All right. But yeah, pretty dope. So we're going to check out SS Fame, and I guess we're going to get into the proceedings of the evening as we usually do. Oh shit. Come on now. He didn't, no wonder he sent it twice because he didn't send anything on that one. All right, so let's go ahead and check out SS Fame. Let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. With everything I got in me, I'm trying to be strong and move on from my past, but I feel like my past stopping me. Trying to make a come up, hoping I don't fall down. Everybody out here watching me, looking for a come up, hoping they don't run up. Everybody out here can pop and squeeze, and I am no exception. But what if I don't use my weapon? Am I just too rude to be deaf then? You seen a nigga lose with respect win. Don't let them take a L, they'll come back with shells like you might as well have blown up the set then. Your own man's hyping you up, steady popping pistols, can't fight for a fuck. Whoop a nigga ass, he be likely to tuck. Won't see him for a while till he right up and bust. There is nothing to discuss. No if or buts. If you're caught slipping, it is your butt. Y'all niggas tripping, not willing to buck, but willing to bust. Killer, where is your nuts? Children's to us, not ready to punch, but you still on the bus. Holding that Glock like it make you so tough, but soft as a twat when it comes to the with stuff. Everything I got in me, I'm trying to be strong and move on from my past, but I feel like my past stopping me. Trying to make a come up, hoping I don't fall down. Everybody out here watching me, looking for a come up, hoping they don't run up. Everybody out here can pop and squeeze, and I am no exception. But what if I don't use my weapon? If it comes down to the come down, do I draw first? Or do I run down, put the gun down, let pause work? These niggas crazy nowadays, they were born first, and they was all murdered. What if I don't use my weapon? Will I be another statistic for not carrying niggas a barrier, leave you inside of a ditch quick? They not scared of you, niggas ain't hearing you, all of they hearing is which click. What hood is scarier? Don't you go near to them, they're gonna pull out the stick swift. So here's what it is, I'ma bear arms like a tank top, just in case I'd rather be safe than to end up in the grave, cause a motherfucker can't box. Ain't no way I'ma leave it up to fate.
That was SS Fame and Elias with Weapon.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
First time ever catching a live, and I'm enjoying hearing the untapped talent.
Thank you for the donut, Wolf Son. Appreciate it. Well, lyrically, this is a really good piece, for sure. That's one thing I have noticed about this piece. The elements, the lyrical content is there. The track, I think you definitely outshine the track in itself. The track is okay. I think it fits, but yeah, for the lyrical content that's at hand, man, that could. But again, I think the track is really good. It didn't sound like he was just reading off a sheet of paper robotically, just saying words and all this other stuff, and that's yeah, the mix was definitely good. I definitely creaked up on that. You know, in terms of critiques as far as the mix goes. I think that the drums could have been lifted a little bit more, and that would have gave the oomph to this track that was necessary. But you know, this piece is pretty cool. Not bad at all, to say the least. So what I'm gonna do here is this. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do another intermission real quick. I gotta do some stuff real quick, and we'll be back with real shortly. So hold tight, and we'll oh my God.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We'll resume with the show. Goddammit. Be right back. Right back. Thanks for the subs. right, we back. So what I'm gonna do here, I did get one more submission in the Discord, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this joint. Damn, this is gonna be a real one here, boy. I feel him on this, man. So first off, I want to say my condolences, Funk Session. You already know how I feel about a situation like this, man. So safe healing, and you know you haven't heard from me in a while, and you haven't heard from us in a while, man. And yeah, so take your time. You take your time. Yeah, that's all I can say for this. So it's called R.I.P. Mom, and it's by Funk Session. So we're gonna hear this joint. Yeah, man. Again, my condolences, man. I know how that feels firsthand, and I'm 2 years in, and it's tough. So yeah. I wish it was a little longer, but goddamn, boy, I almost brought a tear to my eye. Damn, that was Funk Session, man. That was a piece, man. That was a great piece. Thank God I made it through it without crying. Yeah, there's not a lot of that I can say about this piece. I know it will sound, I'll be biased by nature, and I don't care about being biased, but yeah, that was a strong piece. I just wish it was longer. That's my only healthy critique of it, but I do love this piece. It did hit me. It hit me hard. But yeah, yeah, just love the piano piece. I love the time signature. Love the time signature. Love the drum selection. Just really a good overall piece. You know, yeah, that's my only critique. Wish it was a little bit longer, you know, but God bless though. Definitely would love to put that piece on. I hope you start uploading more to Spotify. And for those who are curious, you know, I do have you know, some stuff that is out on Spotify and, you know, streaming services, and it's brought to you by DistroKid. I do have a link in the description box. If you close out the chat, you can see all that information. If you're on mobile, you know, sometimes when you're on mobile, you can't do that. But as far as that goes, that's one thing I'd like to say. But yeah, hold your head, Funk Session. I wish I could tell you that it gets easier with time, but I'd be lying. I think about my mother all the time, every single day. So it's tough. It's one of those things that you know, especially when someone in your family No matter what type of what relative they are, they have a maximum impact to your life. It's difficult to deal with them not being there, but you just gotta make sure that you holding your head up high, and that you bring that kind of tenacity to whatever relationships that you have in the future, and they're always there for you, and you will never forget them. I mean, again, I'm 2 years in of my mom passing away. But anyways, before I get all mushy and shit and start crying on the live stream, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this thing going and get to, yeah, God bless you, Cash Money. Let me go ahead and get here, and we're gonna get to the peak moment. So what I'm gonna do here is put the two West Coasters against each other, because I think that's fair in this regard. So we're gonna see who has the best West Coast track, and then we're gonna do the runoff for what it is. So I'm gonna put Nyx versus Nafi. So let's go ahead and start that off. And let's go ahead and get it going. So this first track I'm playing comes from Nyx, and then we're gonna vote on Nyx versus Nafi Beats. So this is Nyx. Let's get it. That was Nyx on the track. That was Nyx on the track. This next track will be coming from Nafi. Let's get it. That was Nafi on the track, Nafi Beats. All right, let's go ahead and run this poll. You already know what to do. It will be coming up soon. Put your votes in. All right. All right, the poll is ready to go. We have 57 concurrent viewers right now, one new member, and I greatly appreciate 82 likes. So we have Nafi Beats off to a 62% lead right now, as it is decreasing as time is going past. And it is coming down to this. You already know. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Nafi. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
You got a little lucky on that one, brother. But Nafi went in. He's like, you know what? Let me hold up. Let me go ahead and switch my accounts and vote. Nafi got like 10 different accounts. I'll just fuck with you. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into the big dog. part there. You like I covered up that stutter. But we're going to get into the big dog part of this show. So I'm going to go ahead and get some music and intermissions in, and we're going to run it. Who won? So I'm going to go ahead and start adding different positions here. So, all right. We got some interesting stuff. This is probably one of the more interesting shows that we've had in quite a while. I know attendance is down, but that happens when you only do like one show a month, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out a way to promote this show properly so that more people will get to partake in, we just have everything organized there. Yeah, so, all right, get everybody tapped in. And we're going to listen to all the people from today, all the best tracks that we've heard. Let me go ahead and tap into this one right here. And let's get this popping. So we got ick music, I guess. X music. Let's go ahead and hear that track. Let's get it.
I don't need you anymore. You better walk out of that door.
Ick music track. Music on the track. Who do we got up next? Oh, we got Enigma. Let's go ahead and hear that joint again. From the top. That was Enigma on the track. We're going to go ahead and take it back over here to Nafi. So who is up next is Nafi. Let's get to Nafi. That was Nafi on the track, and the final one is Funk Session. Let's get it. that was Funk Session on the track. All right. You already know what we about to do because we already done it before, and now it is your time to vote for your favorite track. Let's get it. All right. We have an action-packed, versatile show. And let's get it. Put in your votes. What do you have? All right, we got 53 people watching. 88 likes, I appreciate that. Appreciate the donos. Thanks for you live. We do a lot for you. We have Funk Session at 50%. I'll let it loop around one more time. All right. What we have here? What do we have here? People are standing on the Funk Session. All right. And we're just gonna let it loop around one more time. And it's quite clear who the winner is. It is definitely Funk Session. And yeah. Well deserved. Beautiful track. Let's go ahead and hear that again. Very short, simple, and sweet, but dope. I would like to congratulate Funk Session. Definitely a really good joint. Very beautiful. Late came in, very compassionate joint. Again, my condolences to you, my brother. Again, I know firsthand how it is to lose a great family member. You know, I talk to a lot of people. They reach out to me every single day talking about, you know, some of their struggles and transgressions. And sometimes I'm not able to answer a lot of people's questions and stuff like that. So, but to you, I do, you know, my heart's extended out to you. And, you know firsthand how I feel about that. And I don't have to go into any other more detail. Yeah, so Perk Dot is
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
A Percolum is streaming later on today, man, and I greatly appreciate everybody for checking this out. So check out a Percolum if you are trying to get your music heard. I know someone was asking me, am I gonna listen to every song? Dude, I've been streaming for about 2 hours and 39 minutes. And Lord Jesus, unlike other people, if you really want stuff like this to happen, you must support the people that support this channel because they directly, especially someone like a Percolum and many other people that do this show. I hold them to the highest degree. They're a part of my tribe, and I trust, love them, met them in real life, and they mean the world to me. And I just want to make sure that I express that, just like y'all guys mean the world to me. And I greatly appreciate everything that you guys have done for me, for everyone else, and the ongoing support. And this is what our community is about. You know, I know people. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
No new music, but enjoyed everything played today. Appreciate the shout out.
Appreciate. That's that Texas text to speech slang there, brother. My dog. But yeah, to be honest, yeah, I know there's a lot of people that send in their music and stuff like that, and I know you want me to hear it, and you know, I try my best to do that, you know, and I do apologize if it doesn't get heard. I'm gonna go ahead and since Cash Money Bowtie, he sent in a joint. You know, I'm not gonna hold him. I want to go ahead and give it a listen, you know, because he does support this channel and fair square at that. So we're gonna go ahead and take a listen to what he has brought to the table, because why not? And we'll take it out on. Oh damn, goddamn, got to download it and shit. But fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
But yeah. Shout out to Young Beans. I see you, my dude. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. For sure. You know, you my broski woski. Peeski weesky. So yeah. Oh, appreciate it. Oh, appreciate it like a pergola. right, let's hear Bow Tie. Let's get a little bit more volume on that. Volume on the microphone. Volume on the...
I say if I'm in my feelings, then please pardon me. Just wanted to tell you when you left, you took a part of me. Can't feel no hurt when I'm only purse, but tired of RIPs. I find you dead and lost myself, now I'm searching for me. It seems like drugs are the only thing that help me when I'm grieving. Thinking my dress are the only thing that stop me when I'm speeding. Feeling like mess are the only thing that stop me when I'm dreaming. Knew any day could be the day, but didn't want to believe. I've been forced to live this life without something I needed. Don't care about money, wish my dad was there so he could teach me. This life been rough, it's hard to trust, just know I got my reasons. They told me just give it some time, but that don't make it easy. If I told you what I've been through, then you wouldn't believe it. It was times off in the past when I woke up just screaming. Been trying to get my life to Christ, but still battling demons. When the water started to rise, I was right in the deep end. That's why I gotta stay high. I always say I love you when I never say bye. It always feel like something missing when you're people in the sky. I say if I'm in my feelings, then please pardon me. Yeah. Just wanna tell you when you left, you took a part of me.
Good joint, that's for sure. That was Cash Money Bow Tie. I did notice some things in terms of the mix that you might want to take note on or take heed to. For instance, a lot of your elements in terms of your melodics, they aren't very mono-friendly. So I didn't hear much of those elements when I listened to it in mono. I hear just the drum line, and it's like subtle. So I would check in on the piano element and how those are sitting in the stereo field, because it seems like they are not there when I'm listening to it in mono. So that's the only thing. But other than that, though, drums hitting, the artist amazing per usual. So he's always said it's just a reference track for right now. That can't be an excuse every time. Nah, I fuck with you. But yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, good record altogether though. That is the only things that I heard out of that. But great show. I appreciate everybody that has sent some stuff in. Again, I recommend that you check out Perk Dog. If you want to get your music heard, Perk Dog does a lot of heavy lifting. He does this more so than I do on Sundays. And the same thing with like something hit the keys. Busy Work Beats does a great show in terms of listening to people's music and all that. And I've seen Bolo, the producer, doing a great job. Bolo has a little bit more leadway and pull leverage than I do. I know you guys tune in for me too as well, but I'm the type of person that if I see people doing their best and they are bringing their excellence to the table, don't just take my word as bond. Get advice from other people too. You'll find that people's perspectives altogether, even mixed with mine, will help you get a little further down the line. Clearly, bars, but. God bless, peace, shout out to Funk Session. I'm about to go and do some stuff in real life, gather myself, one of them being shaving so I can see my boo-boo. Piece of advice to a lot of you brothers that's out there, make sure that you guard yourself, protect yourself at all times. As you know, I had to deal with some legal shit. And I didn't get totally fucked, but when it comes down to if you are messing with someone, just in any situation that causes for conflict, and just walk away. Just walk away. Don't engage that shit. Even if you know you're in the right, don't engage it. My situation is similar to what the Celtics coach, the boss of the Celtics coach. Was like, though I wasn't cheating on her or anything like that, but you gotta, it might seem a little unfair, but this is the law of the land. Leave women alone and know that if you choose to do whatever, even if it's consensual or even if it's cause for you to put your hands on someone, even in self-defense, you can still get fucking fucked up in this game. So keep yourself respect it. And if it does get physical in a sense, you know, there's consequences and repercussions for that. So yeah, keep that shit. Run, bitch, run! But most importantly, just know that if something that you're into and you're trying to make something work, and that person is doing their damnness to make it not work, get the fuck out of that situation.